everyone, and welcome to Brick Talk TV, and welcome to today's stream where we're going to kick off this Ninjago Dragon Rising market city, or city market even. Got 21 minifigures in this set and it's over 6,000 pieces. So we're kicking off today and we'll do another stream of this next week, but then I'm on holiday for a couple of weeks, so we'll have a gap during the build of this one. But I always look forward to building the Ninjago sets because they've got so much detail inside them. I've got all the sets in terms of the large scale city ones that they've produced, so I'm really looking forward to getting involved in this one and seeing what the little details are. Of course, as well, don't forget on the community tab we've got the polls where you can vote on what we're going to stream next. That stream for the next set, which probably won't take place now till October time. I imagine this set will probably take us 4 or 5 streams maybe to complete, so it's going to be quite a while before we get to the next set. But I think Gringotts Bank is leading the way at the moment as well, so cast your vote if you want to have a say on what we stream after we stream this one. Welcome Alexander, welcome to the stream, hope you're having a good day. So as always, we'll crack open this box. I'll empty all the bags out as much as I can on the table and then we'll put them back in reverse, and then we'll get cracking with the first set of bags and start our build off today. So you can kind of see on the back the details, so you can see how the set all comes together in different levels on the side, and we'll see the more details as we go through the build. But let me take this massive box off. So of course there's a large white box inside, and then a bunch of bags as well. Bags seem to be the higher numbers, so let's start with those to start us off. I've got another one. So we've got bag 38 to start off with. 32, 33, 34. Bag 51 there, the highest so far. 25, 48, 42, 31, 44, 50, 46, 36, 40, 29. These I'll stack the 20s and the 30s together. Make it slightly easier. 27, 43, 41, 26, 37, 39, 35, 47, try to make sure nothing falls off, 45, it's about to fall off I think, 49, 30, 28, so that's all the stuff in the main box. Let's open up that little white box as well. Then we've got bag 14, 20, 24, number 1, number 11, 12, 13, 15, 19. Hey Brandon, welcome to the stream. Number 8, number 16, number 6, number 10, number 2, number 4, 22, 23, 9, 21, 18, 17, 5, number 7. We've got some oversized parts as well that we'll use. And bag number 3. So here's all the bags laid out. So we've got 51 it seemed in total. Just going to put them back into the main box in reverse order roughly. Start building. Start with the 50, 51, 49, 47, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41 and 40. We'll do the 30s. We've got 31, 32, 30 there, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, then we've got the 20s, so 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, then we've got 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, and we want 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, there's one, there's the oversized ones, and of course we've got one instruction manual, 2 base plates, and another instruction manual in the main box. So that's all of it emptied back in again. Let's go into the zoom mode. And we'll put these to the side. Here's the instruction manuals again, paper envelopes. Let's crack open these and see which is the first book. So here you go, you've got a ton of stickers in here. So we've got 3 sticker sheets of different sizes. We're going to test our sticker skills in this build. Then inside this envelope we've got 2 books. So there's book 1 and 2, so it's got a number on them. So we've opened the right envelope first, let's put 2 back in the box. Put the others out of the way. So the instruction manual then. Plain white again, we've got the finished set on front here. Really looking forward to seeing the cable car in action. Got the builder's app which you can download, and then you can see the state of the build. So this is what we're aiming to build this side of the city markets, and they're going to take bags 1 to 19 to get us to this stage, and we're going to get 6 minifigures by the look of it as well. So we need to empty bag 1 and 2 to start us off, and we need 1 base plate. So let's get going. So bags 1 and 2. And we've got our first minifigure, which I think is Lloyd first up in the green to start with. So we've got green ninja. So there's his body. Some of his outfit there. He needs a golden samurai sword. He's got his printed head. And as usual, I can't see the legs. There they are. So he's got 2 swords actually. So he's got a printed body, printed body and legs, so you can see there, and on the back. He's got a menacing. He's printed on both sides, one without a sort of mask on, and one with a mask on. It's also got a green hat like this. He'll have 1 sword in his hand, and the other one is in his back. So there he is, there's Lloyd, all ready to go. First minifigure of 21 in the set. So, base plate at ready. Dark bluish grey base plate. And I think as usual with these, we'll start with some plates before we stick any sort of water on, which is quite a good technique to give us different depths of colour and stuff. So we need a lime green 1x1, a black 1x2 plate, 2 of those. We need a 2x2 black plate somewhere, under there. Hiding somewhere. Back to that in a sec. Then we've got a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 1x12, a 1x6 plate in black as well. And there's our 2x2 in black. We'll start down in the corner, stick the 2x2 on. Then we've got the 1x12 in black. 1x6 goes up. Then we stick one of our 1x2s on around here and here. And then our lime green 1x1 round down in the corner. Then we need some bright green colours, so we get 3 of these corner plates. We have a bright green wedge and a couple of 1x3 plates, a couple of flower parts as well, a 2x3 plate somewhere, 1x2 dark tan brick, and 3 1x4 plates as well. So coming down here, we're going to stick in our corner plate first in bright green, then we stick a dark green 1x4 in. We have another corner plate that goes on there, another 1x4 dark green, then we'll stick our 1x3s across here. Then we have another dark green coming up this side, going to stick a flower at the ends, another corner plate at the end as well. 2x3 goes on then we stick our little flower in the gap here, and then a wedge, and then our 1x2 dark tan brick just goes in there. Slide that to the side a moment, and we're going to do some Technic bits next. So we have one of these lift arms. We're going to stick 4 of the longer Technic pins and shorter Technic pins in here. Hey Carol, welcome to the stream. Welcome from Switzerland. Never been to Switzerland. I fancy going to Switzerland. You on holiday, Carol, in Switzerland? So you put these pins in here every other hole. Short end of the pin in first. So end up something like this. And then we're going to get these right angle Technic pieces in. We're going to slide them each end onto the pins. To form this, he says, hopefully form this shape, a U shape. Then we're going to get a long, how long is it? One of these ones. One of these Technic bricks. It's 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. It is a 1x16. We're going to stick those on the other Technic pins at the end there. First hole gets the pins. Then with that done, we're going to get some plugs. So 4 of these, 6 of these, and these are 4 of these to start with. They'll go part way in, not all the way through. The 2 holes on each side here. Oh, we should have done this side first. So that's part way. That's part way, and then we repeat that on the opposite side as well. So we end up with that. Then we're going to get another 2 plugs. These are going to go into the 3rd hole. Again, not all the way through. Miss a hole part way through there. There with that done, bring back in our PC. It's going to connect into this part of the plate here. So just pushing all that firmly down. Got something like this. Then we need I think it's a 1x14, yeah, 1x14 Technic brick again. We've got 2 1x2 log bricks as well, and then we have a shorter 10, is it 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 1x10 Technic brick as well. First off, we'll stick the log brick in this corner here. Then we're going to stick 2 of these 1x10s right across here. Then our longer one goes here, and our log brick goes on there. So we've gone off to the edge of the plate for now. Then we get a dark blue lift arm, and we have a grey pin, one of these. And we're going to stick this blue piece in between these 2 here. That's where our pin's going to go. It's going to connect. Ooh, easier said than done. So now that's in place. That sort of flops like that. And then meanwhile, we've got to stick these pins all the way through. It does actually say to lay this down next, which was a bit of an accident, but is correct. And then we get 3 1x4 arches like this, 3 of those, and a 1x3 light bluish grey brick as well. And we're going to run these across the front here. These are the arches first, next to each other. Then our 1x3 goes on as well, something like this. Then we're going to stick a couple more of those weird grey pins, these ones, across just to connect this lift arm that we stuck in. So that's 3 hole gap, push it through, hopefully. I just added those extra 2 pins there, so that's now secure, that lift arm in there. Then we need some more plates, so we get a 2x6 bright green one. We get 3 more of our corner plates, a 1x3 plate as well. 3 1x4 dark green plates. We get 3 dark, no, we've got those ones, and we need a longer black plate as well. I think that's it. So I'm going to come down here and continue our plating that we started earlier. So start off with a 1x3 down here, then another corner plate, another corner plate back to back. 2 of our 1x4s go on then, dark green, the other one fills this gap, black one comes along the edge, then our 2x6 goes in there. Then again we put that to the side, doing a bit more Technic again, so this time we get a 3 length lift arm. I'm going to stick a Technic pin into each hole at each end. And we've got more of these right angle pieces. Stick the end hole into the Technic pin like this, again to make another U shape. Then we're going to add 2 Technic pins on each side to these 2 holes here. Do the same on the other side. Then with that in place, we get some 1x16 Technic pieces again. Last 2 holes here, we're just going to connect to the Technic pin, hopefully. Give us something like this. Put back in what we've already got, and this is going to go along here like this. So just push that onto the base plate all the way around. Then of course these Technic pins we stuck in earlier will now push all the way through. It's a bit easier said than done on this side. There you go, that's all in place. And we'll spin this around. We're going to add some bricks into this bit here now, so we need 2x2s in this blue colour. We need a couple of these Technic bricks with the cross holes in white, another 1x4 arch, 1x3 light bluish grey brick, a couple of Technic bricks with holes in, and we start with, I think, 1x2 with a cross hole in there, then our 2 with the Technic holes in going next. Next to those we put our blue 2x2s, our other white Technic brick goes on the ends, then our arch this side, our 1x3 and that side. Then we get a 1x8 Technic brick, a couple of log bricks, and we've got a couple of taps as well in black, sorry, reddish brown, not black. We then put the Technic brick right across here, then each end we stick our 1x2 log bricks, and in the middle we stick our reddish brown taps facing inwards like this. Hey Greg, welcome to the stream. I don't think I'm going to get Concord. I don't really fancy the Concord one. But I say that, and that might grow on me over time. I'm going to get Gringotts Bank and probably the microscale Hogwarts is probably my sets for this month. Then we've got an inverted 2x2, we've got a 1x2 log brick, dark tan 1x1, and that's us ready to go. So then we're going to put the log brick on this side, and then put our arch 1x4 brick this side. Then over here we stick our dark tan 1x1 and our inverted brick. Then another arch piece goes on. Then in front of the taps we stick the 1x4 Technic brick. Where do these other arches go? Was it a mistake? It says 4 arches. It says 4 arches, but I can only see 2 on the manual. Oh, 2 down here. 2 arches just go on the ends down there. Then with that done, we get a large pin, one of these, and another lift arm 1x3 here. I'm going to stick this in the middle with our taps, the lift arm. Then that pin's going to go all the way through, hopefully in there like that. So now we've got this lift arm just sticking up here, connected with the pins. Then we're going to build down the edge on this side, and for that we're going to get another 2 arch pieces, 1x4, 1x3 as well. Got a log brick, a couple of Technic bricks with the holes in, excuse me, and some Technic pins. Of course, the ones with the holes in, we stick the Technic pins in. This is how you connect it to the other Ninjago sets. Our 1x3 goes right across this end. Then we put a Technic brick in with the pin, archway, log brick, other arch brick, and our other Technic brick running down the side. Then we need a white Technic brick with the cross hole in, 1x3 plate, 2x6 plate as well. Then we've got one of these semicircle bricks, 2x2. We have an ingot or a bullion bar piece as well, and I think we're good to go. And so we stick the 1x3 plate in green over here, our Technic brick with the cross section just in front of this lift arm at the ends in the middle. Then we're going to run this plate down the middle, take our semicircle piece, put it on the end, and on these 2 studs here we're going to stick the ingot on top as well. That's what we've got going on. Then we get 2 more arches. We get 4 log bricks. We get 2 flowers. We get 2 1x1s with studs on the side, and we also get 2 1x1 tiles. So first off, we're continuing down here. We stick a log brick in and an arch, then another arch at a right angle here, another log brick. Inside here we're going to stick another 2 log bricks across there like that. Then with these we're going to get the 1x1s with studs on the side, stick the flower piece into the bottom, and then the tile on the front. These are going to go either side of our Technic brick that we stuck in earlier. Ooh. So they've just gone in there like this. Then we need some more green plates, so we get corner plate, a 1x3 plate, dark green 1x4, got some more Technic bricks, one with a hole and a white one with a cross again, a couple of black 1x2 plates as well. And then we're just going to build out this bottom corner here, so we start with the 2 1x2s in black, make a corner in there, then we stick a 1x4 green across, 1x3 bright green corner plate. Then on this other side here we're going to line up another Technic brick either side of our pieces we added in earlier, just across there. Then we get another 3-length lift arm type piece, and we have a shorter brown pin. And we do what we did similar before, we stick the lift arm in this gap that we created, push the pin all the way through. So we've got that in place there as well. Then continuing down in this space, we get two Z-shaped bricks like this, two of these. We've got a 1x3 brick. We've got an olive coloured 1x2, another corner bright green plate, and a lime green 1x1 round. We're going to stick the two Z shapes on top of our Technic bricks either side, just to secure that a bit more in place. 1x3 goes on here. On the end of that we're going to stick which is a bright green flower piece. It's weird, the instructions at this stage say you need one of these, but they've actually got one of these on there, so the instructions are slightly wrong there, I think. And then the lime green, or the olive green, sorry, plate goes on here. Then we get 4 more arch pieces, 2x4 brick, a log brick, and a dark tan 1x1. And we're going to set our sights higher up this time. Go over here. We're going to run the arches, 3 of them, next to this Technic brick. Then we'll stick a log brick on the end. Then our 2x4 goes on, 1x1, and a log brick goes up there as well. Then we're going to add more plates. So we've got a wedge, we've got a corner plate, we've got 3 1x3s in bright green, 2x3 in bright green as well, and 3 flowers. So the 1x3 goes on first, then a little flower, then we stick a 2x3 plate in. We're going to stick a flower on the end of the 1x3. One's going to go in there, other one's going to go the other way. Then we have a wedge, and then we've got a corner plate goes in there in bright green. Just put it around the edge here where the water's going to be. Moving further in, then we're going darker green now because we're getting a bit deeper in the water. So we've got 2 1x4 plates, we have a couple of these wedge plates, 3 2x4 plates in dark green, and again a couple of flowers. Going to stick the 1x4 plate in here, then our wedge, then another 1x4, another wedge goes in here. Going to stick a flower in this gap, then we'll run the 3 2x4s straight down here, and our final flower just goes on the corner there. Then we need a 3x3 plate and a 1x4. Got a dark tan 1x2, another log brick, flower, 2x3, 1x3, and a couple of 2x4 bricks. Just going to work around this section now. So our dark tan 1x2 goes up on first, 2x3 next to that. Then we've got a 1x3, 1x4, 3x3 goes on here, flower goes in this gap, then our 2x4s, and then our log brick goes down that side. Then we've got a 2x3 tan, a couple of corner bricks in tan as well, a reddish brown jumper tile 1x2, we've got a corner panel piece, and a couple of an olive 1x2 plate. These tan pieces are coming down this section, then our olive 1x2 jumpers coming out at right angle here. Then we've got a corner brick, another corner brick, and our panel piece is going to go just on this corner piece here. Then building more of this area out, we are going to use a 1x4 plate in dark green, 3x3, 2x4, a couple of 2x4s in black, on these turntable pieces, black wedge, 1x2 plate and a couple of flower pieces. Then we'll put the wedge piece in black first as we're getting darker into the water, then our 2x4s next to each other, 1x2 on the end, and we'll put a flower on the end of that. Then 3x3 goes on, 2x4 in dark green, then our turntable goes in, and then we have a 1x4 in dark green next to that. Get a better look, that's kind of what we've got going on around there. And also I missed a flower out, which is going to go on our jumper tile just over there. Then the sort of working of the plates comes down this section, so we've got a bright green 2x6, 1x3 and a corner plate, a couple of flowers as well, 1x4 dark green, 2x4 dark green, dark tan and a log brick. So we then put our log brick on and our dark tan 1x1 brick. Next to that we got our 2x6 bright green piece, 1x3 in there, stick a lime green piece in this time there, 2x4, 1x4, corner piece and a flower piece. Just adding in down that section, and then to come across this way we've got another lime green 1x1, 4 flowers, 2 dark green wedge pieces, also 2 black wedge pieces, 4 1x2 black plates and 1x2 black plate. So first off we need flower piece, then our wedge goes on, then we have a 1x4 coming down here, finish off with a black 1x2 plate, come up here we have the lime green and then a flower piece. Then we've got the black wedges, 2x4 goes on, another black wedge, put flowers in each side of the top here to fill that gap in. Then we do our dark green wedge, and then around here we stick our 1x2s in black, just around like this. Then to finish us off for this bag we've got 5 2x4s and 2 of these longer plates. 1x14s just run across the edge. And then we're going to run the 2x4s, the 10 of them, or 5 of them just across to finish off this gap, and that's the end of bags 1 and 2. We've started to map out all the water areas into different shades, and we've got the foundation of the building that we're going to do. So on to bag 3 and 4. Going to introduce some water now. So lots of blue tiles and some other tiles needed for the construction part. I'll leave these in the bag and take them out as I need them. for now. So for the next bit we'll need actually a new piece I've never seen before. Probably I've never just come across it, which is a jumper tile in trans clear blue. So I've never seen a 2x2 jumper tile before. So we've got one of those, we've got 3 flowers, and then we need 30 1x2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. So starting up, a little bit. Starting up here, we're going to start with 1x2s in trans clear blue. 2 go that way, 2 go this way. Then we stick our jumper tile on. Then a flower goes on the end here. Miss a stud out. Flower. Flower. Miss a stud. How do I do that? Gone wrong somewhere. Where did I go wrong? Then you got. Oh, I see. Slight mistake there. Down a row. Should have gone across. Flower piece there, hopefully got a spare one. So Mr. Stud that, stick that in, lift that up, move that back a row. It's better. So just coming across here, then we're going to put 3 down this edge. Got 1 going across, another couple coming down here. 2 across the back here around the edge. Another 2 sideways as well. And another flower goes on. 1x2 goes in there. Then we stick 3 sideways. Down that way, more sideways ones, and then the last 2 just going in there. So that's kind of what we've got for the water so far. Then we need another 3 green flowers, and this time we need 41 tiles. We're going to start coming down this section now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 41. So we're going to start down this end. We're going to stick 3 1x2s right across. Then we have a flower. Then another 3 1x2s going across. 1, 2, 3. Then we go upwards around this turntable. So we go 3 up, 2, 3. We have 1 going sideways around panel piece and this way, one that way. Just go round turntable like this, and stick another flower in there. Then we get 2 rows of 3 going across here. Facing up, going across, then 3 going crossways. The flower goes on. Then we've got another couple of rows of 1x2s. That's more of the water on. Then we need 5 flowers for the next bit. And we need 34 1x2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Oh, got 34 out. Wow. So then we're going to go down this end, 3 down this way. We've got 1 and 1 that way. Then we'll stick a flower in here. We'll stick a flower on the end here as well. Then we're just going to run tiles right across here. Same on the next row. Then we've got 1x2 going up. Stick a flower in the middle there, and 1 there. Then we go straight across again with the tiles. Then we'll put 2 down, and then we're going to stick a flower in, run the tiles across here, and then again just straight across on this row as well. So that's that bit done. So the water's getting there. Then we've got a macaroni tile, a couple more flower pieces as well, and then we've got 20 water pieces. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And I'm just going to finish building out this section down here. So 2 across, and then we'll go 1 down, then we'll go 4 across, 4, then we'll go up there and up next to that, leaving these green pieces exposed. And our flower piece goes in this corner here, and we'll run these tiles across. One goes up, and then we're going to fill up this gap in here, and then our edge piece just fills in that gap around there on macaroni piece. Then we're going to do some lily pads. So we need 2 of these green dishes. We've got a couple of these stalks or plants. We have a 1x2 round ends piece, another flower piece, 2 pink flowers, and then we've got 8 more trans clear blues. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, yep. And then for the lilies we get the little shoots. We're going to add the pink flower in the ends, and that's going to then thread through the upside down dish to give us this sort of lily effect, and those are going to go into those lime green holes that we left exposed like this. Some lily pads there, which are quite cool. Then with this green piece we're going to add the flower onto it, and that's going to go in the corner over here, and then we're going to continue the tiling this little section out here. And I'm just going to run these all the way along the edge. Like that. So I've got these cool little lily pads floating on the water. Then we're going to finish off this little section here. So for that we get another 8 trans clear pieces. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another 1x2 round ends, another flower, and a lime green 1x1 piece. And we stick the 1x2 over here. Lime green piece 1x1 round next to it. Then we put a tile there, and the one next to that. 2 go to the end. One down there, then we put a flower in. 2 go along the edge, and then 1 just goes into the middle there. And we're going to add some plates now, so the water's pretty much done around here. We're going to cover up some of this framing that we've done. So we get 2 of these 4x6 plates and 2 3x3 plates in light bluish grey, and we have a couple of olive coloured 1x2 plates. So to start us off, we set the 4x6s next to each other down this side. We'll stick the 1x2 on the ends. Same on this side. We'll stick the 2 3x3s on that side. Then we need another 4x6. We need 2 of these modified 1x4s. We need a 2x4, and we need 2 more 3x3 plates. And we're going to add the modified 1x4 down here. Then our 4x6 goes across. 3x3 goes on. Our other modified one goes in the middle. 2x4 around here, and our 3x3 just goes in there. Then we're going to add some reddish brown, so we have a 1x8, 1x2, a couple of 2x4s, and we've got 2 sand green ingots or bullion bar type pieces. These 2 are going to go next to each other here. Then we're going to run a 1x8 along here. 2x4 goes on, 1x2, and the other 2x4 just around this lift arm that we stuck in before. Then we've got the longer 2x10 plate, 1x8, modified 1x4, 2x4. This one's going to run across here, and this one up here, all that brown going round. 2x4 there, and a modified 1x4 just going on the end. Next up we need a 1x2 reddish brown plate. We also need 2 of these 1x1 brown tiles, and we need 13 ingots in reddish brown. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And with the plate and one of these, we stick them together. They're going to go on this inverted piece we stuck on earlier on the inside. And at each end we're going to stick our 1x1 round tiles, and then all the way around the edge then we're going to stick these dots in. Around there. Then we're going to put that to the side, and we're going to build something separate now. So for that we get a 4x4 plate. We're going to stick a 1x3 in the top here, and another one right angle to that like this. Then on the ends we're going to get these 1x2 plates with bars facing upwards. Add that to the end. Then we're going to stick some modified 1x4s across, one directly on that, and then another one on top. Now that's all level, we can stick another 4x4 plate on top, and a 2x4 plate across that way. Then onto these bars we're going to get two of these handle pieces and a candle piece in pearl gold. Add that one higher than the other onto the bar like this, other one directly onto the bar without a candle. So we look like this, and then we're going to add a unicorn horn piece and a clip. This gives us like a little banister for a staircase that steps up. Bring this back in, then we're going to add this over this corner here as a staircase, almost there. Like that. That's going to go on this end, right down there. So we've got a little staircase going off. And to sort of continue the staircase on this section here, we're going to need a 2x4, got an arch piece, and we've got 3 of the 1x4 modified. Stick one of these directly onto the arch. Going to go on first, then we stick 2 of these 1x4s together, goes on next, and then we've got our 2x4 which goes on. So you see the staircase graduating up. Then we're going to sort of plate this area now, so there's a walkway. So for that we're going to need quarter circle piece, 3x3. We've got a 1x2 modified with 2 studs. One of these angle grill pieces, quarter tile. A 2x2 corner plates, modified 1x4. 2x4. I think that's it. Start off, we put the grill on our 1x2 modified like this. That's gonna sneak down and sit in just in here by this leaf. Then we're going to have our quarter tile surrounded by a corner plate. A modified 1x4 runs across the back. Then we've got our big quarter plate, runs on, just a little lip there. 2x4 goes on, and then our 3x3 goes across the back. Then we're going to continue up this section. So for this we need a 4x6 plate, modified 1x4, 3 regular 1x4 tiles, 2x2 modified with 2 studs, ingots, a wedge, smaller wedge. I think that's it. 2x4. So next bit is we'll put a modified 2x2 on here with 2 studs that way. Then we've got our wedge piece, 1x4 tile. Our ingot goes in this gap here, and our 4x6 goes on, and our 2x4, then our regular tiles 1x4s, then our modified one with the 2 studs on next. Ouch. Then we've got a mud guard or hubcap mud guard, yeah, piece. We've got 2 of these longer wedge pieces, another modified 2x2, 2 more ingots, and a jumper tile as well. And as we come across here, we're going to stick the mud cap there to this little bridge, like archway effect across here. And then we're going to run these wedges this way and that way. Then we've got a jumper tile that goes down, and our ingot, modified 2x2, and our other ingot goes in there. Just kind of how this is shaping up on the ground. Then we're going to continue around this side, plate out. So we've got one of these inverted pieces here, another 4x6, modified 1x4, 1x3, another wedge piece, and this is the end for this bag. And so we put the curved inverted piece here, a modified 1x4 next to that. Then on the other side of the bridge, we'll stick one of these wedge pieces and 3x3, and our 4x6 just runs across the back. So you can see how this is taking shape, and that's the end of bag 3 and 4. So next up is bag 5. We're going to build a building that's going to sit on here, so it's a separate little build. So I'll move the base plate to the side. Got a nice brown building to build now. I like these little the little details of these little buildings. Let's see what this one is. We're going to build today until about another 53 minutes, about just after 4, depending on when there's a good place to split and stop the bags. So we start with a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Stick a 1x2 plate on the end. Then we get a 1x8 plate and 2 1x3 plates. We also get a 1x1 by 3, I think. Or, yep, there it is. So the 1x1 by 3 goes on first. no longer 1x8. Then we actually stick these two together, stepped, and that adds to the end. Then across here we're going to put 1x1x3 in dark tan, and again in the reddish brown. If I can see it again, you can see what that is. Then we've got dark tan 1x2s with the groove cut into them. We've got 3 of those, and we've got 3 regular 1x1 brown bricks. So we're going to make a sort of dark tan and reddish brown pattern to this building. So we stick these 1x1x3 bricks in like this. Then moving across here, we're going to stick our groove brick in, then a brown brick, then a groove brick, brown brick, groove and brown. So you get the idea of a wooden kind of building there. Then we're going to get some 2x4 tiles in reddish brown, and another 1x2 plate that goes on top to connect our 1x1s on, and then our tiles go over here, like they overhang, like some sort of a window type thing. Then we get 2 1x1 and a thirds with the 2 studs on the sides, 2 of these. We also need a couple of dark tan 1x1s and a couple of 1x1 plates. I'm going to add the 1x1 plates first off to one of these 1x1 thirds, top and bottom. It goes on the end with the studs facing inwards. Our other one goes here with the studs facing outwards. And we only need 1 dark tan, goes on like that. Then we need 2 1x1s, reddish brown. We've got a 1x1 handle piece and a 1x2 plate. Add the plate on the top here and add our handles to the 1x1 bricks. And these handle pieces face outwards. Have some sort of shutter attached to them at some point probably. Then we're going to get 4 1x2s with grooves in, and a 1x2 plate in dark tan. We also need one in red, and we need a 1x3, I think, no, 1x2 in dark tan as well. Stick 2 of the dark tan groove pieces together with our plate, and another groove piece with our dark tan plate. Then another groove piece, and we actually need a 1x3 reddish brown piece which goes on top like this. That's going to go sideways down here and connect onto our 1x1 that we've been building up. And on the opposite side we're going to get a couple of 1x3s in reddish brown, snap them together. Stick 2 of these dark tan groove bricks onto it, then a 1x2 plate, another groove piece, dark tan plate, then onto that we stick an inverted slope piece in reddish brown with a dark tan 1x1 next to it, and then we'll stick a 1x3 plate across the top. This is going to go the other end, hopefully, and connect on like that. Then with that done, we get a longer piece. We also need 2 1x4s in dark tan, downward facing bracket, and a trans yellow piece. We're going to turn the longer, was it 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 over, stick our bracket in the middle, stick our trans clear yellow piece into that, and then either side stick the 1x4 dark tan pieces in. This is then going to run across the top to connect our two walls together like that. Oh, he says that, and I've done it the wrong way around. Da da da. Little yellow piece goes on the inside like that. I say the inside. I think it's the inside. Then we're going to build this wall out a bit more. So for that we get a 1x4 arch. We're going to get a couple of panel pieces in reddish brown. Stick them on top. Then a 1x4 brick on top of that. And then this is going to go onto that stud that's left over just on there. Still feels a bit flimsy at the moment. Then we're going to get a 1x1x5. We're going to get an inverted slope piece. Got 3 1x3 plates. One that I've just thrown on the floor. Three of those. We got a 1x2, a 1x1 plate, dark tan 1x2, 3 more of our 1x2s with grooves in, and at 1x1. So we start with a 1x3, and we're going to stick our 1x1 into the base, then stick another 1x3 across, stick our 2 1x2s with grooves on, then a plate, then another groove one, and a dark tan plate. Then we're going to run the 1x1x5 along here, so it's quite low, it was lower. Then we'll put our inverted slope piece and a dark tan 1x1, and we'll finish off with a plate. And then we add this to the other side of the arch here to form this wall. Then across the top we're going to add a 1x8 plate to hopefully connect it all together, and add a 1x1 in the end to level it off. And on this side we've got a 1x2 plate with a bar going through it that we add to level that off. Next up we get a door frame, 1x4, got a white door and a dark tan tile. You can add the plate to the bottom of the door frame and the tile to the top like this, and then we're going to add the white door into the door frame. This is actually going to go in sideways here to create a opening, so you can lift that up, which is again quite a cool way to use a door. Fills in that frame nicely. Then we're going to get a medium nugget 2x3. We're going to stick our first sticker on of many. This is sticker 43, it says on the menu, which has a marshmallow cake kind of thing on it. I don't actually watch the cartoon, so I'm not too familiar with all the details. So I've got that little sign there, that's going to go on our other studs. Oh, so not window out. That goes next to it like this, little shack. Then we're going to add some plates on top here. So we need a 1x8, a couple of 1x4s, 1x1, 1x3, 2 of those, 1 dark tan one, and we're good to go I think. So the 1x3 goes across this side, and we'll stick a dark tan 1x4, 1x2, another 1x4, then a 1x8 will run across, and then a 1x1, it's just slightly short. And over this side we're going to add another door. This time it's not a door actually, it's just a plate that's going in the window, a white one. I'm going to stick a 1x3 plate into the bottom, and then we've got a sticker, so 55, which is this large dragon, is going to go on here. There's our dragon, the minifigure on it. That's just going to sit on that wall like this. That's what we've got going on so far. I just love these little builds. Then on top here we're going to add some tiles. So we get 2 modified 1x4s in black. We've got 2 1x6s in black, and we've also got 2 jumper tiles in black. Jumper tiles go in each corner. And our modified pieces go across the front. Then our 1x6 go on each side, and we'll have our overhang on this side. Still feels quite flimsy in terms of a build. Feels like it's going to break at any moment. Hopefully it will come together at the ends. Then we get a 1x3 reddish brown, stick a 1x2 plate onto that. And then we've got a dark tan groove piece, a couple of those going on. Reddish brown 1x2, another groove piece, and a dark tan 1x2. One more groove piece, and then another 1x1 by 5 in reddish brown. Stick a 1x3 plate across the top of that, and another 1x2 with a bar across there. And we'll stick a 1x2 plate onto that, and a 1x1 plate next to that. And this is going to attach to our tile that was overhanging there like this. Then running across, we get this longer 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Gonna go 1 stud, 2 studs from the end, and add modified 1x4s in black with 2 studs. It's gonna run across to connect this side, that side together. We're then gonna add 2 jumper tiles into these corners. And then on these bars we've got on the side, we're going to add some lights. So we get some 1x1 with clips and 1x1 round trans yellow pieces. Clip these in, point them down, little lanterns, lights just added to the side. Then we're going to do a little shutter that runs across here. So we get another 1x12 in black. We're going to add 1x1 black upward facing clip to each end. And then again, a nice technique here, we've got 5 of these books. I'm going to add them to the bottom. Give it this nice little bit of detail. Again, always cool pieces, cool way to use pieces in these sets. So we've got that done. And then if we come back, when we've got the handles here, we're going to clip this on at the front, which will form like a roof type shutter, running across the front like that with the books. That's the end of this bag. It is still feels a bit flimsy, not going to lie. Like these bits aren't connected here, it's only connected at the top. I guess this is going to be firmly in place into the base, which it will be next. So there's our little fireplace. So if we come back in, this is going to sit on this brown area that we've already got here. So these are just going to push in to these plates. So now obviously it's firmer now, it's all stuck into position. So now we've got this little hut shack in place. That's the end of bag 5. Let's crack open 6. We're going to actually have a chef in this bag as well. So we've got another minifigure. Minifigure number 2. Imagine we can now add some detail into our little shack that we've just built. There's be various cakes and things available in this one. So this one we've got an unusual chef hat with the hair moulded into it. Got the regular kind of chef's whites. Got some light tan legs to go on this one. We've got a lady with a laughing face or just a smiling face, and then put the hat on with her hair moulded in, and then she's going to be holding a whisk in her hands like this. This is our second minifigure of the bag. Just put her to the side for a moment. So next little build, then we get one of these 4x2, 4, 6, 8, 10s. Can add a 2x3 plate at the top, then a 3x3 plate next to that, and we'll add another 4x12 into that. Then we'll run a 1x4 plate across the back there, and then we'll add two of the 2x2 modified with studs on. Got an extra chef's hat in there, so it'll be interesting to see if we use that somewhere else. So these are going to go in front here. So there's one. Where's the other one? There it is. So that one goes just in front there. Then we're going to get two 1x3s in like bluish grey, snap them together, stick them at the ends. Then we're going to add one of these window pieces to the end, like this. And then in here we're going to stick a black plate 1x2, then a jumper tile over here, and a regular tile in the middle, like that. Then onto here we're going to add some pastry. So we've got a croissant, goes on the jumper tile. And we've got one of these things, I'm not really sure what they are. It's like a little black hairpiece, but it's supposed to be a black cake, I think, or some description. Then a trans orange 1x1 round next to that. And with that done, we get three arch pieces like this, and we also get a 1x1 modified with a stud on the side that goes at the front of our window over there, and our arch pieces are going to go next to each other over here. It's a bit like an oven, maybe that was a piece of coal or something burning in there. Then we get two 1x2 plates, snap them together, goes at the back here to connect the two arches at the back, and at the front we've got these semicircle black pieces with studs on, and they're going to go at the front either side like that now. Then we get a 1x3 plate, going to add a dark bluish grey 1x2 plate onto that, and then a downward facing bracket piece on the end of that, and then we'll also add a 2x3 brick to the top, and then this goes just next to it in the archway like this. Then we get a 3x3 plate. Going to add two 2x3s on one side with some steps, and this is going to go and connect these two pieces together, hopefully. Just like that. Then we've got two of these like wand cases, which are going to be used as stairs. So we're going to stick a couple of 1x3 tiles on top of the wand cases. These are going to go here and here as our steps, and then we're going to stick a 1x3 tile at the bottom and two at the top here to form this staircase like so. At the front of this oven, we're going to add sand blue 1x1 plate to the bottom, and to the top, which was our downward facing bracket piece, sort of like this. And then we've got a corner tile in light bluish grey, goes on. A 1x2 tile goes across. We then stick a 1x1 with a clip plate on the end. Macaroni tile goes on that side and on the other side, so that's the front of our oven. Then we're going to run a 1x4 brick out here and another 1x12 plate in reddish brown across. Then we add a 2x3 reddish brown and dark bluish grey going across here. Then we get a 3x3 plate. We're going to add our tiles to that for the staircase. They're going to go across this way, and then we get another wand case, another tile that goes in front, and another tile there. So you can see how the staircase is set up and turned round. Then on the edge here we're going to stick 3 1x1 with handle pieces on next to each other. Like this, and then across this way we're going to get a 1x4 brick. We've got 3 1x2s with grooves in, 1x1 brick, we've got a crate, then we've got a medium nugget 1x3 as well. Crate's going to go in this corner, and our medium nugget 1x3 and our 1x4. Then we put our 1x2s with grooves on, grooves facing inwards, and then a 1x1 just at the end, sticking like this now. Then along here we're going to put some jumper tiles in dark orange, 2x2s. We also need a 1x2 and then a regular 1x2 tile spun across there. Over on these pieces here we're going to add a window in on top of our 1x1s with handles on. It's going to sit right across the end of the staircase like that. Next to that we need a 1x1, a 1x2, sorry, a 1x1 plate in the bottom, another 1x1 on top of the 1x1 and another plate on top of that. It goes next to our window like this. Then we're going to get a 1x2 plate. We're going to add a dark tan 1x1 and a 1x1 with a clip on it in reddish brown. Then we just continue that theme up, a regular 1x1 on top this time. Stick a 1x2 plate across in reddish brown to connect them together, and then this is going to go on the end of where our dark orange pieces are. Then we've got a shallow archway, a 1x1, and we've got 3 of these 1x2s with wedges on. They're going to go over the window to create like a little awning over our window. Then our shallow arch piece goes over, and our tan piece on the end. So we create like a little doorway there. Then we're going to add a window box, interesting, onto those handle pieces. So we get some black 1x1s with clips. We're going to get some pink flowers, stick them directly into one, then into the other two. We're going to get a green flower, then a pink flower. These are then going to clip onto our handle pieces and roll up to give us a flower box on our windowsill. Cool technique again. So we end up with these little flowers outside the window. Then back inside we have our white croissants going on the window pane. We have a little icing piece. Oh, no. The oval one. We have a white rod that's going to go on that jumper piece there, and then we're going to make a rolling pin. And for our rolling pin, we need a Technic cylinder, which I can't see. I've got the Technic cylinder still. Oh, there it is, it's rolled away. Technic cylinder, we're going to stick a pin with a stud in either end. Then we're going to run a 4-length rod piece all the way through. There's our little rolling pin, and then that's going to go onto our 1x1 clip, which we stuck in the doorway. We have a little rolling pin sitting on the end there with our little cakes. Then we're going to make a little paddle to get things in and out of the oven. So we've got a 4-length rod and an oar. That's going to go next to that clip we stuck next to the oven at the back. We're also going to stick 3 of these pretzels onto that white rod, and then we've got 2 French loaves which are going to go into our bin there, which can be sold in the bakery. And we're also going to put some double cheese wedges on the inside across here. I've not forgotten anything. Looks like right. So that's our little bakery insert, which is a nice little build. That's going to go then inside. Slide this in. To our bakery. So you see the little door here with some flowers now. At the front you've got a little serving hatch, and then inside we've got the oven, steps up to the next level, and the bakery goods on the side. Again, we have got a spare, did end up with a spare hat, which I think is not supposed to be there, but that's all good. So that's the end of bag 6. Next up we're going to do the next level that sits on top of this building, so bags 7 and 8. This might be the last set of bags we do today. Let's see what time we get to when we finish this one. So for the next section then, we're going to get one of these longer 1x10 plates. We're going to stick a 1x6, two studs in from each side. And we get a 2x14, I think 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 2x12. Add that end, and what was the other one? Do the same for the other end. building our frame for the next level. And of course we do the same the other side. 1 by 10, stick a 1 by 6 to level off our frame even. Then we're going to need another plate. We're going to get 7 ingots. 4, 5, 6, 7, and some 1 by 1 round tiles as well. Tiles go on the inside here and here, and then next to that we'll stick an ingot on both sides. Then our plate goes on this side, right across like this, and then our other bullion bar pieces or ingots go across the edge all the way down this side. Just like that. Then we're going to get 3 1 by 8 tiles. Get another 4 ingots as well. So a 1 by 8 goes across here. Then we're going to stick a couple of ingots each side. And then we'll stick another 2 1 by 8 tiles go across like that. Then across this front section we are going to need 2 masonry bricks in light bluish grey. We've got a 1 by 1 with 1 stud on and a 1 by 1 with 2 studs on. We also need one of these 1 by 2s with 1 stud on, and we need 4 1 by 1s with clips in white. 1, 2, 3. Need 1 more. There it is. So we start this end with a 1 by 1 with 2 studs on, then our 1 by 1 with a clip, and we'll have a masonry brick, another 1 by 1 with a clip, 1 by 2 with a stud, 1 by 1 with a clip, masonry brick, 1 by 1 with a clip, and then we have a 1 by 1 with a stud on the side like that. Then we get a 1 by 8 brick in white. I'm going to get another couple of 1 by 2s with studs in the middle. Some 1 by 1s, masonry brick again, and 2 1 by 1s with studs on the side. And then we're going to go down. So put a 1 by 8 in white down this side, and then with a 1 by 1 with a stud. And then we've got a 1 by 1 brick in white here, 1 by 2 with stud on the side, masonry brick, another 1 by 2 with a stud, 1 by 1, and the 1 by 1 with a stud on the side. So end up with something looking like this. Then we're going to get 3 1 by 12 plates in reddish brown. Run these across. Put in. Ooh. Just run that all the way around. Then on the front here we're going to get 4 1 by 2 tiles, 3, 4, and 2 1 by 1 sand blue plates. Let's stick the sand blue plates each end. Then we're going to stick our 2 1 by 2 tiles just on each end, leaving a 2 stud gap there. Then we get a masonry brick. We're going to stick an Erling brick sideways and get a 1 by 1 tenet brick with a hole in it next to it, facing it. Then we get a 1 by 1 round ends plates, upward facing bracket. Another Erling brick facing inwards behind the bracket, and another Technic brick with a hole in next to it like this. That's going to sit in the middle at the front like this. Then we get 4 1x4 reddish brown plates. Going to get a white 1x4 plate as well. 1x2 tile, 1x1 plate and a 1x1 tile. So we get the 1x4 plates, a white and a reddish brown one snapped together. Stick a 1x2 tile on that, 1x1 plate and a tile like this. That's going to sit then sideways, he says. And then what does that clip in? Clips into the Erling brick. So that piece there just clipped into the Erling brick. There's only one. Why do I get 4 up? Then we need another 4 of this, another white one as well. Snap them together. Do the same thing. Plate on the ends. This time, tile on the ends, and a 1x2 tile in the middle. And that slots in at the top this side this time. Then we're going to get a fence piece, which is curious. A 1x4 plate. We've got a downward facing bracket, and an upward facing bracket as well in white. 1x1 in white. A couple more sand blue 1x1 plates. So we start with the upward facing white bracket. Stick a blue plate into the back of that. Then our 1x1 white brick. Then we get a 1x1 with 2 studs. Brick goes on next. Another sand blue plate on top of that. Then a downward facing bracket next. Then we stick our 1x4 white plate to those brackets, and then we stick our fence into that sideways. And then this is going to go on the end there, and it gives us this sort of shutter look. It's quite cool. How cool is that? And it fits into the bottom of the 1x4. That's cool. And then we do the same now for the other side. We need to set another shutter, so we're going to have again a fence piece, 1x4 plate, upward facing bracket, downward facing bracket somewhere, a 1x1 brick, a couple of sand blue plates. So that upward facing bracket, I'm going to stick the sand blue plate on again, 1x1 brick. This time we've got a 1x1 with a single stud on, faces inwards, on the sand blue plate, and a downward facing bracket. Stick our 1x4 on our fence. And then this one slots in that side as well. Welcome back, Brandon. Then we get a 1x12 white plate, go across the top to connect it all together. Then we get a 2x3, we're going to get another sticker, so I'm sticker number 9. Which is a picture of a koi carp. Go in on the bracket on the inside between the windows. Then we get 4 1x8s in white, snap them together in pairs, and we're going to run across each side wall. this. Get 2 of these large arch pieces, and one by one with a stud on the side. That goes on one here, and it goes on the end, and the other arch goes on that end like this. Then we need white 1x8s, and we've got 3 1x1s. So a couple of 1x2s. The studs on, and a masonry brick. And on this wall we stick a 1x1, 1x2 with a stud, masonry brick. It's the same pattern as we did earlier. 1x2, 1x1. Run a 1x8 right across, connected to the archway on this side. Then we add our 1x1 on there. This is what we've got so far. Then we're going to get 4 1x3s in white. A couple of log bricks as well in brown. And a couple of 1x2 plates. Add those plates to the arch to level this part of it off. Then we get a log brick on each side. 1x3 goes at each end then. We have that 2 stud gap. Then we need 2 1x2 plates. We also need 2 1x2 plates with clips on as well, and a couple of 1x1 plates. We'll start with a 1x2 here and a 1x1, and then we stick our clip on and another clip, 1x1 and a 1x2. Just added that clips to the front. Then we need a couple of 1x4s, a couple of 1x2 Tenet bricks with holes in, the 1x2s round ends, and a Technic pin. I'm going to stick the Technic pin into one of the Tenet bricks and stick a 1x1 white into it. That's going to go in this side. On the other side we don't stick a Technic pin in, but we just stick the Tenet brick and the 1x1 white in to that side. 1x4s just go at the front here to level off the plates on that side. Then we get a couple of 1x6s and a couple of 1x2s plates. 1x2 plates go on first, and then we run the 1x6s across just to strengthen up the arch connection to the main build like that. Then we're going to put tiles now on top. So we start with a 1x8 tile, got a couple of corner tiles as well, a couple of 1x4 blacks modified, 4 ingot bricks tiles, a couple of 1x1 round tiles, cheese wedges in brown. I think we're good to go. So the cheese wedges go on the end of our arch pieces. Then we get an ingot on each side. Then our 1x4 modified in black goes on each side. And a couple of ingots. Another one on this side, 1x1 tile, then a corner tile, and our 1x8 runs across the front, and another corner, and a 1x1. We leave a 2 stud gap there without any tiles on. Then we need 7 1x8 reddish brown tiles, 2, 4, 6, 7. Now these are going to go around the outside on these studs that we have, give us like wooden beam effect. So I just added those all the way around, it's quite cool. Then we get a pearl gold paddle piece. We're going to add a trans clear 1x1 round into the bottom there for a light, and we're going to stick that into a pearl gold plug. That's going to go across into our Technic brick here. We have a sort of a light there. We also then get two 1x4 white rods. Come around to the front. These are going to clip into these clips here. Some detail at the front. Then we get two lift arms. We have a Technic cylinder and two Technic pins. Connect these two lift arms together with a Technic pin in the centre hole. Then another Technic pin goes at the bottom there, and our cylinder goes on. This then connects into our plug that we stuck on the side, facing upwards. Then on those bars we stuck to the front, I'm going to add some foliage. So for that we get 4 Technic claws in pearl gold. Going to get 4 lime green 1x1 rounds as well. We get 2 yellow flowers, 4 lime green leaves, 2, 3, there's the 4th one, there it is. A couple of 1x2 round ends in black. Couple of these sort of skirt pieces that you get sometimes, and to start off with we get the 1x2 round. We're going to add 2 Technic claws into the bottom, facing down like that. Then into that we'll put the skirt piece normally, stick our lime green 1x1 rounds onto the top of that to fix it into place. Then we'll stick 2 lime coloured leaves on that, and stick 1 yellow flower. So do 2 of these, a little hanging basket, well not hanging baskets, but they're going to clip onto those white rods that we stuck on the front underneath the windows, just to give us some foliage on the outside. Oh. This one the wrong way around. Oh, there's a long green piece. Stick the leaf on, and then our little yellow flower. Then they clip onto the front, just underneath our little windows there. Then we get 2 pearl gold vine pieces and some of these handle pieces. Going to stick the vine into the handle piece, and then these are going to clip into the reddish brown clips we've got at the top here. And those gold pieces sort of come together like that for now. Onto the end of that we're going to get a gold ring piece like this. We get a hot dog roll, 1x1 upward facing clip, and one of these 1x1 rounds with a bar on. Stick that into the upward facing clip. Then we stick the hot dog into the bar. Again, I've done that before. And then we'll stick the ring into our clip to end up with something like this. And then that's going to hang Does it hang from there? How does it do that? Apparently we should be able to thread. Smallest gap in the world. So then we hang this from there. You can see a hot dog roll hanging like a sign down at the front. With that done, we bring our main build back in, and then we're going to stick this on top. So now at the front we've got the little hot dog sign hanging down, the flowers as well. And around the back you can see the detail. So then with that done, we get one of these like girdery type pieces. We're going to stick that there. I'm going to run this down here like this. Then we've got some pins we need, so one of these longer pins, one of these pieces, and this other long pin. We'll stick this piece and this pin together. That's going to thread through the bottom hole. All the way in, it looks like a tap. And then this one, I'm going to thread through that hole. So those are pinned together. Then we're going to do a clock hanging down by the look of it. So we have a round piece which we're going to add a sticker to in a second. We've got a paddle piece, one of these pearl gold pieces. We need an ingot, 2 corner tiles in reddish brown, and one of those gold like cake pieces or icing pieces. So that goes in the end. We're going to add our clock there. Need to add our sticker to it. Sticker 46. Now this clock face here. Mess that one up a little bit. So we've got that one there, that's going to stick at the top there, so it's like a grandfather clock. These then corner tiles come out either side. Then we have the ingot at the top, so looking sideways there's like this clock with a pendulum that's hanging down. Then we're going to add some foliage around this side. So we're going to use some lime green swords actually. Got a cone. We've got these 1x1 rounds with pins in, 4 of these. And also one of these saber pieces. So we add the cone and that piece together, it gives us like a grass look. That's going to go on down here. there. And then on this piece here in each corner we're going to add our 1x1 round pin pieces, just like that. Then we get our other girder type piece. Need a Technic pin. We've got a Technic pin, 2x2 modified with 2 studs, another ingot, and a pin with a stud on the ends. Pin with a stud on the end goes this end, Technic pin in there. Then on top it's the modified 2x2 and ingot. That's going to go into these studs here. Then we're going to get a gold plug piece and a Technic pin with a cross section. That's going to feed through our top hole here into our Technic cylinder, hopefully. Push that right in, and then our pin's going to go in the bottom. Push that all the way through to get into our lift arm there. So just added that there as a little walkway. Then we need 2 upward facing sand green brackets. We've got 2 of these 2x2 curved pieces, and we have a 1x1/3 piece. Going to stick our sand green and curved piece together and add in this 1x1/3. It's going to go into those 1x1 round pieces. Do the same on the other side. So it gives us this kind of a look at the bottom. Then we get these pieces here, roller coaster track type pieces. 3 of those. We're going to add a 2x2 with a stud on round one end, and a 2x2 with a hole in the other end, and add another 2 of these each. Then with that done, we're going to get a telescope, not a telescope piece, we're going to get a 1x2 jumper tile and a paddle. Going to attach the paddle to that, and then we add the telescope to the paddle. That goes on to there. Then on the other ends, oh, sorry, not on that one. It goes direct onto that one. This one goes onto the other end. A paddle and a handle piece, and that clips onto the bottom like this. Slide this back in, then we can stick this into our Technic pins along the outside to give us this kind of effect. No, what am I doing? Done it wrong. Goes the other way round, in fact. My bad. It actually goes that way round, so you can see the underside of it. And to finish this off for today, the last bits, we get a couple of these foliage pieces. Need an arrow, pearl gold jumper, a shield piece, a couple of shoots as well. And I think that's it. And what we do is we're just going to build up around here again. So the shield goes at the bottom down here. We put an arrow through this middle piece here. Jumper and a gold bar go on there. We're going to go in the middle here, and then we're going to stick these shoots into each corner next to what we just put in. just like that, so it ends up looking like this. So that's the end of bag 8. We're going to stop today at that point and pick up from bag 9 next week. So let's go to the wide camera to show you where we've got to. So far today then, the first 8 bags, we've got this nice water area here, and we've started to build up this little bakery with this little sign hanging down with a roll on it. You can see inside as well the detail of the bakery there as well. Kind of how it's going. So let's go back to the main camera. The front one look there, you can see what we've got with a better light there. The bakery's taking shape with an oven at the bottom. Really cool uses of these books at the front here to give us this sort of awning as well, and the flowers are done really cool as well, and even this sign is a unusual one. We're starting to add a few stickers, got a couple of minifigures as well, of course. We've got Lloyd and we've got the chef as well, so I'll start sticking some of these about so I don't lose them as well. And then you can join me next weekend, so next Sunday we'll continue the build from bag 9 onwards. Remember, if you enjoyed the stream, do hit that like button as well, and if you haven't subscribed and you want to be kept up to date with the build, then do subscribe as well to be notified of the up and coming ones. And of course on the community tab you can vote for what we're going to stream next, and Gringotts was in the lead when I joined the call earlier. So whatever you're doing for the rest of your Sunday, enjoy yourself. Join me next Sunday at 2 PM British Summer Time to continue the City Marketplace build, and until then, stay safe and I'll see you next week.